Hi guys, welcome back to another Matchbox Garage video. I'm Rob, and today I shall be attempting to take this Corgi Lotus Elite from shabby to shiny. This one was sent in by Steve Parrott, so hopefully Steve, you'll feel I've done this one justice. Obviously thanks again for sending in those cars, and I'll be getting around to doing all of them. But yeah, this one today, I think I mentioned in the initial video of the unboxing, this was my favourite. So this is going to be, actually, because I've just ticked over 30,000 subscribers, and I love every single one of you, but this is going to be given away today to one lucky subscriber. All you need to do, make sure you're subscribed, like the video, comment down below why you want to win it, and yeah, I'll be picking at random sometime in the near future. But anyway, this one has got 5 large rivets, and kind of similar to the Hot Wheels, it didn't have like I don't know, like a dimple almost. So just showing you there my tool, which just kind of knocks a bit of a dimple into the center of these rivets, and I was able to use my drill to take off the flange. I'm just figuring out where I can shove my screwdriver just to prise it off. Giving me, I must admit, it wasn't the easiest thing to take off the heads of these flanges. It was putting up a bit of a fight, and yeah, I just managed to stab myself in the thumb there, but no blood, so yeah, we're good to move on. That's the tow hook on this car. Very odd looking thing, and it will not be remaining. And the wheels there, I really like these wheels. I think they're cool style. I think a little bit of poke, but I really like the look of that. Plastic base on this one. And the interior comes apart in a few different sections. You've got the seats there. And you've got this kind of back end piece with a sticker for the number plate and rear lights. Not a lover of that. Obviously that will be coming off, and well, I'll show you later on what I do or don't do with that. But then the rest of the interior there, some dodgy brown substance. Made sure to clean my hands thoroughly after playing with this one. And then this front section here, kind of with the dash, but also the plastic poking through the bonnet there. And then the coloured glass, so it's a yellow in this one. So it's not stained yellow, this is yellow glass. But we'll try and get this polished up as best as possible. Unfortunately, there is a little crack in the front there, but there's nothing we can do with that. And it's not very noticeable in the final product, so I'm okay with that. Now it's with the opening doors on this car, so just trying to figure out, really, before I put the casting in the caustic soda, do I kind of take off the doors or do I leave the doors on? Ultimately, to get the best finish in the paintwork, you want these doors to come off. But I did manage to get them off eventually once I kind of figured out what I needed to do off camera. But like I say, it's popped in there now to my foot-long hot dog jar. Boiling water straight from a kettle, and yeah, it's quite full up on this one. So I'll be using a couple of teaspoons of caustic soda. But I must admit that first one I probably dumped in a little bit too quick. Kind of used to having just an inch or so water in the bottom of the jar, but yeah, it did spill over a tad, and actually use this opportunity now to clean off my spoon. It's been used quite a few times, and it's kind of covered in a thick layer of the dried on caustic soda, so yeah, managed to clean it off. And to be honest, normally I would pick it up, give it a swirl round, but because it was boiling hot, didn't really want to mess around or touch it and gave it a good probably half an hour for it to do its job and fully cool off. You can see actually where it's dried on the side where it did spill over, just a small amount. And all the paint there just floating around, ready to be flushed down the sink. So as you can see, confirmed, I did manage to pull the doors off here. Nice bit of detail on the inside. Really cool looking car, I think. And I'll be using this new little Tack Life kind of USB, and I've got it all polished up pretty good. Now I'm just using my Tamiya Fine Surface Primer, going over the doors individually, and then the body. So whilst I'm painting this, just wanted to thank you guys again for subscribing, for watching, for liking and for commenting on my videos. It really does kind of keep me going, you know. It spurs me on, especially the positive ones. Hey, even the negative ones. It's you know, I don't expect everybody to like all of my kind of creations, and that's fine. I enjoy reading or responding to those negative people as well as the majority of the positives. Thankfully, it's probably 20 to 1, you know, 20 positives to 1 negative. But anyway, the primer there looking good. But now this is the first attempt to paint. I wanted a kind of blue-green colour similar to the original, and for whatever reason, you know, bearing in mind these are let me just grab it. They are Tamiya paints. Oh, I can't find it right now, but I think where one was a solid gloss and the other was a metallic, they just didn't mix well. And you'll see later on the kind of reaction that it took. And I ended up painting this car 3 times, would you believe? I then switched up to a different blue, more of a gloss, basically a gloss blue along with the gloss green. But again, because of the reaction underneath to the other paint, it kind of just kept this kind of pitted look. And I wanted this to be as good as I could make it. So I kind of, off camera, rather than throwing it out the window, I just rubbed it down, took it almost back to kind of bare metal, and then I went with enamel paint and then mixed up a blue and green enamel paint, and that's what you will see shortly at the final reveal. But it's a very similar colour to this anyway, still in the same kind of colour realm, just enamel instead of the acrylic. I've been using the enamels quite a lot recently, certainly more than usual, and having some just great results. And I've just bought a load more enamel paint, so probably be using it a lot more going forward. Which is a bit of a shame considering I've got, I don't know, probably about $200 worth of acrylic paint sitting next to me. But I'll use it. I'll get round to it. But yeah, remember to subscribe, like and comment. Maybe this one will be sitting on your shelf in a couple of weeks' time, wherever you are in the world. I'll make sure it gets to you. See, I think you can see there, it's got these kind of spots where the paint just wasn't, it was like, I don't know, maybe it it was almost like there was water in the paint, or oil in the paint. I'm not sure. But anyway, like I say, I fixed that off camera. All the plastics now going into some warm soapy water. Yep, that's not going to fit. I'll do that afterwards. And we'll get all this cleaned up. And I did actually spray them down. As you can see here, after clean, it wasn't perfect. So I just went with the kind of a white satin paint over the interior. And then a black satin over the black parts. I wanted this to be as good as possible, you know. The stickers are off on the front and the back, and I have no way of kind of recreating it. I was going to put some paint on, and I decided, you know what, I quite like the look without the stickers. So we're actually not going to be replacing the stickers today. But the glass there looking nice and clean. Clean up the wheels a bit. And this is the, like I say, this is the body after the third attempt, and it's got a nice shine to it, as you can see in the reflection there. I'm going to be adding a few little details, put this together for the final reveal. So, remember, this is what she looked like, and this is the result. Really happy with this one. You can see I put in a few extra details using my chrome pen around the door handles there. I believe at the back there that's a fuel cap. Around the back with the Lotus badge and the kind of the hatch hinges. Like I say, I've left the stickers off. I could have splodged a bit of paint in there somewhere, but I felt sometimes less is more. Chrome pen again on the front, just on the Elite there, and I think it looks pretty clean, tidy, and I really like it. But anyway guys, just want to thank my patrons and thank everybody else for watching. Hey, good luck, you might win this one, and I'll see you on the next one.